Practicing daily can be very effective in improving your watercolors. Many times we skip practicing as we don't have sufficient time for a full-fledged detailed watercolors. Let me show you a quick way of practicing watercolors with less time, maybe less than 10 minutes. The approach is to paint practicing one or two elements like the one that you can see in the image here. I will explain the entire process throughout the rest of the video. Hi friends, I am Vanidas Mangathil and let us learn watercolors together. I am using 300 GSM cold pressed watercolor paper, 100% cotton, and the size that I am using is A4. See, for these small size practices you can use small size papers because we don't have time for a bigger work, but we still wanted to do the practices, so I am using a small size paper. And here I am using olive green color watercolors. The brand of watercolors that I am using is a brand called Camel. It's an Indian brand. You may not get the same brand at your location, but you can use any brand. So I am using olive green here because I am making a tree. I am practicing a simple tree. Simple tree means I am painting some sort of random shapes, and I am connecting those, and these shapes are supposed to be the foliages. And apart from the big shape that I have made, I am also making some small shapes with slightly darker textures, okay, darker tones. Okay, so these darker tones are some shadow areas and some edge leaves. Okay, so I'm using the belly of the brush for the larger shapes and the tip of the brush for the edge leaves. So this way we can kind of create an illusion of thick bunch of foliages. Okay, so I think this is fairly good enough for the foliages, and little bit of making it little attractive by adding some edge leaves. That is what I am doing now. And the brush that I am using is round brush, synthetic hair with a good tip. The brand that I am using is called SR, the letters S and R, SR, which stands for Sitaram Stationers, I think. It's an Indian brand, but you can use any brand of brushes. Okay, so now that we have the foliages, let us try to connect some branches. So the branches is see, the branches should look continuous, and they should look connected, and they should be convincing. Okay, so here I am making the trunk and some branches, and let us connect that to the ground little bit. Okay, now it is kind of hooking to the ground. We haven't made the ground yet, but it is kind of hooking now. So that is what is sufficient for small practices. Now let us add some more smaller tiny branches. Okay, so that it looks a little bit more convincing and interesting. So I am using a smaller kind of a liner brush. This is called a needle brush, and the brand that I am using is Stationery, which again is an Indian brand, but you can use any kind of liner brush or rigger brush or anything of that sort for thin lines. Okay, this shape wise, now this looks like a tree. Now if you can stop at this point itself, because what we are looking for is small practice, simple elements. So trees are very essential for your landscapes. So if you can practice just a couple of trees in a day, spending maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes, that I think that is enough. You will get the satisfaction that you have painted watercolors. You have you have touched your brushes and used your colors. So that is fair. I mean, sufficient enough if you have very strict time limitations. Now I have sprinkled some water on top of the shapes that I have made, so that when this gets dried, some of the pigments will be pushed away, and it will create some texture. As you can see, already some textures are already formed. Okay, now what we need is some sort of a ground. Okay, as I told, this is not going to be a full-fledged watercolors. This is again olive green and little bit of rose sienna mixed. It is slightly warmer than the tree foliages, and this can serve the purpose of the ground. Okay, we don't need too much of details. I'm just softening some of the edges, which is not very essential, and some kind of tonal variation by adding some darker touches. Okay, so this I think it is a convincing piece of land and a tree, and we didn't do much thing. We have only spent couple of minutes, and I thought of having some additional touches here and there. So these details are something that you these details are some ideas. I mean, I'm trying to execute some of the ideas that I'm getting. So if you're getting some ideas for some details, you just follow that. Okay, these are not well planned because we are doing it in a hurry. Okay, I splashed some of these darker colors to create some textures, and I also have sprinkled some water droplets to create the textures on the land. Okay, now this, I feel it is a convincing piece of land and a convincing tree, and this by itself can be treated as a complete watercolor. Okay, it doesn't have sky, it doesn't have anything else, but it still can be treated as a logically completed complete landscapes. Okay, so that is what is my view. Okay, so let us add some interest by adding one or two figures. Okay, so here I used red color for kind of a contrast, because what we have is all green. Let's have a red to have a complementary color and contrast, and another kind of a green color for the second figure. Okay, so here I am using a small bamboo brush sort of thing, calligraphy brush sort of thing, but you can use uh, small synthetic round brushes for this. The thing is that it should have a good tip, and it should be small, because the figure that we are going to paint here is small. For the figure, we don't have to be very precise. Okay, what I am looking for is just the overall shape, and these figures can help in kind of expressing the height of the tree. Now we have an idea of what is the height of the tree. Okay, because we know the height of the figures, so these figures can be used for scale, the purpose of scale. I mean, we now know that the tree is big enough. If you like this video, please do subscribe and press the bell notification. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please do write them into the comment box below. I'll be more than happy to get back with my answers to all your questions. Okay. If you have any suggestion for my future video topics, you can please let me know that as well. Okay, so I somehow thought that the figures are too small, so I made it tiny bit bigger by making the shapes little bigger. Okay. Okay, now I think it is not very precise, but it is reasonably convincing. Hey, this is a brief or fast track practice, and we don't need too much details. So that is, the objective is to do a very quick practice within a couple of minutes time. So by signing it, I am declaring that this is completed, and I hope this was informative to you. So please do not skip your practices because you don't have a lot of time. I think you can always find 5 or 10 minutes for your art practices, so that is sufficient enough. In a very busy day also, you can have these kind of practices. Daily practices will give you a lot of confidence, and your brushworks will look very much bold and confident. So that will improve your watercolors. Okay, and you will also have the satisfaction that you are sticking to the plan and practicing daily. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching this video. Please do practice, and please do let me know if you have any questions or comments. Write them into the comment box below, and please don't forget to share this video to your artist friends, because they also can take benefit out of this, and I will be getting a wider audience for my videos. So thank you very much. We'll soon see you in another video. Bye bye.